The Western Ghats, one of the world's top biodiversity hotspots. The Ghats are an ancient mountain range over 150 million years old that span the western coast of India. Their moist, evergreen forests are home to a stunning variety of wildlife. Every year, the southwest monsoon brings in moisture-laden clouds from over the sea. The Ghats are the first barrier they encounter. The result? Heavy rainfall. The rich ecosystem of this region between the coast and the mountains depends on this yearly cycle of heavy rain. In the Ghats of the Uttara Kannada district in Karnataka, the Sharavathi river creates India's second highest waterfall, the famous Jog Falls. Not far away, the Talakalale reservoir on the Sharavathi is teeming with a variety of fish, such as these Dokinsia barbs. Kingfishers and other birds are plentiful here. The woodlands around the Sharavathi Adventure Camp are home to mammals like the beautiful barking deer and porcupines. Endemic birds such as the flame-throated bulbul, huge flocks of black-throated munias, and the flamboyant orange minivet lend their colors and music to the surroundings. The first monsoon rains bring the forest alive. Little streams crisscross the forest floor, pools and puddles form in every depression, and a number of creatures become active. The damp soil brings out the fascinating velvet mites. Ants whose underground nests are flooded begin searching for new nest sites, carrying their eggs and larvae along. Crabs too are forced out of their burrows, with the females carrying the young ones to safety. But not all of them survive the journey. This one has been taken down by Godzilla ants. Huge swarms of winged termite alates emerge from the ground and begin the search for mates to start a new colony. Some will succeed. Others are destined only to become food to animals like this macaque, which make the best of this seasonal delicacy. This bounty of food attracts creatures both in the daytime and at night. A day gecko. It awaits its turn alongside its much larger cousin, a Bombay leaf-toed gecko. Also on full alert are other reptiles, like this Malabar pit viper, which silently awaits its prey. Few animals feel more at ease in the rains than amphibians. Equally at home on land or in the water, amphibians thrive in the monsoons. Most species breed at this time of year. Many surface to join in the feast of insects, but a great many become snacks themselves, falling prey to other creatures that are waiting for them. Male frogs raise their voices to announce their presence and attract a mate. The deafening amphibian chorus is one of the most striking and memorable features of the Western Ghats in the monsoon. The common Indian toad is amongst the first amphibians to breed in this season. The males change their colors at the onset of the breeding season, and for a few days, they are transformed from a dull brown to a fantastic bright yellow. The common toad is terrestrial, but there are others in the plants above who become active early in the monsoon as well. The enigmatic Malabar tree toad, the only one of its kind in the Western Ghats. This endangered species lives on bushes and trees alongside small streams, rarely encountered but for a brief period when the males announce themselves to females. Another type of amphibian has learned to avoid competition by choosing to breed outside the water. The bush frogs surpass the tadpole stages and hatch from the eggs as tiny adults. The pseudophylatus bush frog is one of the most common bush frogs around Jog. Its congener, the blue-eyed bush frog or the Coorg yellow frog, is equally striking and has a very distinctive call. Before long, the fields and farmlands in the Ghats become waterlogged and a hub for amphibian activity. These golden-backed frogs are busy trying to attract mates. The insects occasionally distract them, but they are quick to return to business. The female, meanwhile, surveys the fields below as males fight for her attention and a chance to mate. Soon after mating, she lays the fertilized eggs in the puddles nearby. In the trees above, some frogs have come up with an ingenious way to breed. These foamy structures are actually nests built by the Malabar gliding frog. The nests are built in trees above a water body, and the tadpoles fall into the water when the eggs hatch. The amphibians around us are an excellent indicator of the health of the environment. They are amongst the first to suffer the ill effects of a polluted environment because they breathe not only through their nostrils but also through their skin. The rich diversity and abundance of amphibians in the forests of the Western Ghats are a testimony to the health of this ecosystem. One of the most amazing forests around Jog Falls are the sacred groves of Katlekan and their ancient myristica swamps. These swamps are as rare as the creatures they harbor. The forest floor here is laden with pneumatophores, as well as tiny leeches. These forests are also the home for 3 species of night frogs and the famous dancing frog. The Jog night frog. Like all night frogs, but unusually for amphibians, this species too exhibits parental care. The male guards its clutch from intruders and ensures that the eggs are kept moistened and protected from the elements. The recently described Kumbara night frog. The word Kumbara means potter in Kannada, an apt name to denote the way the males pack mud around their clutch to protect it. Night frogs have excellent vision in the dark and are voracious feeders. They rarely miss out on the chance to grab an insect. It is, however, in the daytime that the star frog of the Western Ghats puts on its display. Here, in the permanent and rain-fed streams that run through these forests, lives the dancing frog. Its low-pitched call carries far over the streams as it attempts to attract females. The contrast between the vocal sac and the frog's color make it conspicuous to those who want to find it. However, it's not called a dancing frog for nothing. To ward off an intruding male, this frog signals to him using its feet. Foot flagging or dancing is a way of communicating to other frogs of the same species. Despite the wealth of amphibian species in the Western Ghats, we still do not know enough about these fascinating creatures. They are vital cogs in the ecosystem's machinery and act as pest control agents and as a prey base for many other animals. But until recently, they were largely unstudied, and their ecology and behavior still remains a mystery in most cases. region around Jogue Falls is home to over 20 species of frogs. From the depths of the forest to the roadside bush, these tiny prehistoric creatures deserve all the attention and protection we can give them.